we're going to do, and I want your participation. Chloe knows what's coming. We're going to do, take our quick ADHD test. I want your input on this. Everybody that's watching, okay? We'll do this together. Question 1. I find it difficult to finish a task or project. Okay. What do you guys think? I'll tell you what I think. I find it difficult to organize myself or a task. I'm being serious. Very often. All right, very often. This is self-diagnosation at its best. If a task or project requires a lot of thought, I would often delay getting it started. 100 days? When did I start that? I find it difficult to sit still and often fidget or squirm. Chloe says very often. I would say probably often. Depends what the thing is. I mean, if we were going to like a meeting, I'm not going to stay focused. Boring the hell out of me. You zone out? Oh, I do zone out quite a lot. I did it today. Actually, yeah, quite a lot today. My old boss was talking to me and I zoned out 3 or 4 times. And then when he asked me a question, I was like, oh, really? Yeah, cool. My mind feels very cluttered and it's hard for me to concentrate on one thing at a time. I do get distracted quite a lot, to be honest. I flip between things pretty quick and never really focus. I'd say sometimes. Chloe says often. Depends what, yeah, this is true. Depends what I'm concentrating on because I'm playing games. I can stay on that for hours, boys. I'm saying this. Chloe, what was I doing last night? I jumped on my laptop to plan the week out for YouTube and ended up getting distracted. I'm going to put often. Make decisions quickly and fail to think them through on the consequences. I disagree with this. Oh, sometimes. Oh, well. I'm often irritable with a short fuse. We're not even going to answer that one, guys. Very often. Don't even answer that one. It's fine. It's fine. That one's very, 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 very often. I have mood swings. Sometimes feeling quite high and other times low. We just need to ask Matt about all the times that I message him. I'm like up here, then I'm down here, then I'm up here. Should we go often with this one, Chloe? I have mood swings. I'm up and down like a yo-yo. Often it is then. I often miss what's being said to me in conversation. I did just give you an example of this today. That happened multiple times. I'll leave this one to Chloe. You've seen me in public situations with people. How's it gone? Very often. Sick. All right, guys. Results are in. Bro. Wait, what? Lower medium, 0 to 28. High probability, 29 to 48. And 37. Does that mean I have a high probability? Like all good tests, we must try a different sauce. Because this could be wrong. This could be the hot sauce and we want the tomato sauce. So we go to different sauce. This one, ADHD UK. In response to the widely considered blah, 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 survey designed to be done by individuals, blah, 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 blah. Scoring 4 and above on the screener is a good indication that your individual would be beneficial from some clinical review. Aye, guys, how often do you have trouble wrapping up the final details of a project once the challenging parts have been done? Never, rarely, sometimes, often, very often. I struggle getting started with a project. 100 days. This is 100 days number 10. Oh yeah, I can ask. Chloe's here, guys. I don't have a second mic. We will have second mic one day. But for now, we have no second mic, so I apologize, though. How often do you have difficulty getting things in order when you have a task that requires organization? I think I'm actually pretty good at organization. When you have a task that requires a lot of thought, how often do you avoid delaying getting started? Very often, that's what I was thinking. Do you fidget and squirm with your hands or feet? Very often. Overly active and compelled to do things, like you're driven by a motor. Rarely. Yeah, rarely. I mean, I get my moments where I have to jump up like, I gotta do something! But that doesn't happen very often. How often do you make careless mistakes when you have work? Oh. Very. How often do you make careless mistakes when you have to do work on a boring or difficult project? Very often. Very freaking often. People keep picking me up on it. How often do you have difficulty concentrating on what people say to you, even when you're speaking directly at you? Often. How often do you misplace or have difficulty finding things home or at work? How often do I misplace and have difficulty finding things? I don't know. I do man look, though. Rarely. Yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes, yeah. How often are you distracted by activities and noise around you? Often? Not very often? Often. We'll go often. We'll play it low. How often do you leave your seat in a meeting or in a situation when you're expected to remain seated? I don't think. No, I sit there. Yeah, I just play with stuff. All right, submit. ADHD. I read it. I thought it was just going to give me a score. Your section results are section A5. What the fuck does that mean? A score of 4 or more indicates that the patient has symptoms of highly consistent with ADHD in adults and further investigation is warranted. Only the clinical can diagnose ADHD. Cool. What was A5? Was that the beginning? B7. Your results for section B are not used directly in diagnosis, but are instead used to help inform the conversation with your clinic. Wow, I'm 5 and 7? Is that the thing? I don't understand it. Why am I doing this? Help me. Scoring 4 and above in the screen is a good indicator that your individual would beneficial from clinical review. Sick. So what we've learned from this chat, I have high potential for ADHD, which would, you know, explain a lot. But it is only an online test, so it could be wrong. Yeah, I'm never going to get checked, so it does not matter. Never going to get checked. All right, Dom's dropped us another one. Oh, you're going to make me do a personality test. We're going to be seeing what personality I have. Am I cute or just godlike? Middle agree. I'm going to say the bigger, yeah. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. I do have to get a plan in place, but I don't stick to it. The whole planning something is a waste of time because I don't stick. So I don't methodically do it. I don't because I skip things. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. You struggle with deadlines. Big agree. Logicians are innovative inventors with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. This doesn't sound like me at all. When have I ever innovated? I did try to make a pen crossbow, but it didn't work. 91% introvert. Boys, we come full circle. 91%. Fewer yet deeper meaningful social. I 100% agree with that. I'm 54% intuitive. Intuitive individuals are very imaginative, open-minded, and curious. So I'm 50-50 as observant and intuitive. Sick. Thinking. I'm 64% of a thinker, not a feeler. Thinking individuals focus on objectivity and rationality. Emotions in favor of logic. They tend to see effectiveness and, more important, the social harmony. Prospective individuals are very good at improvising and adapting to opportunities. They tend to be flexible, non-conformists who value novelty above stability. I don't know what that means. I'm 94% turbulent. What the hell is turbulent? I'll tell you. Turbulent individuals are self-conscious and sensitive to stress. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success-driven, perfectionist, and eager to improve. Sounds like me. Well, it sounds 100% like me, and 94% says it is me. I mean, I'm almost there. It's only 6%. What am I doing now? What am I? Tell me. Tell me, boy.